Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids. In today's video, the Summon Rush event has gone live, and we're going to be pulling some shards for that. But it comes with a bit of a twist, actually, because, well, the point requirements to get in are actually really high. You need 2,250 points just to get in. And then I was planning to skip the 10 fragments after that, but it's less than 1,000. It's 900 points ahead to get the extra 10 fragments. So my plans have actually changed. Flarium has played me for a fool. My plan was to skip 10 fragments in the Summon Rush. We're actually going to go the whole way. We're going to grab these 10 right here, which will leave us flexible to probably be skipping either the Champion Chase event, or, well, 10 fragments of Champion Chase, or 10 fragments of the Hero's Path. Watch the 10 fragments of Hero's Path, like, watch them both not be skippable. It's just like all in one chunk or something silly. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna go grab all of these, of course. In case you didn't know, just to fill you in before we pull, we also do have confirmation that the Hero's Path, which is part of this fusion, is going to be champion training plus dungeon divers. So that's it. There's no soul stones or summoning or anything. I was quite expecting soul stones, but that's not the case. I would not be shocked if we were to see, again, a big Soulstone event for some really good rewards pretty soon. So I know it's tempting to pull right now after they went in and they buffed the chances of Soulstones a bit in the patch and made Blessings much more powerful. But I'd wait in your Soulstones. I think that you could easily have a big event, right? I mean, like we said, there's somewhat of a chance for sure that wait, hang on a. Here you go. Thank you to, I'm going to say his name wrong now, the pronunciation guide, Evelman9563. Nergigante. There we go. Nergigante. Nergigante Archer. Wrath Alos. Athalos Blade Master. Alatreon. Alatreon. Then Ogre. This wouldn't confuse me, right? Because if it's Nergigante, if the E at the end is an A, why is the E at the end of Zinogre not A as well? This makes no sense. This is what happens when you have an English translation of a Japanese game. It doesn't make any sense. And then Fatalis. So it's not Fatalis, it's Fatalis. All right, so Nergigante. There's a chance for a guaranteed for a Nergigante Archer that might be where Soulstones come in. I don't know, or just. I just imagine. I think it's just always generally worth saving Soulstones now for events with big rewards. Like, we tend to have these whatever. We just had one gone, like a Soul Chase tournament or something. You know, just the random ones out in the open with nothing going on. I kind of feel the same way I do about those as I feel about like random progressive chance events in the middle of the week. It's like there's not much reason to do them. Honestly, is where we're at. Let me see this. So, void shards. If we were to do this with voids, or will we use some sacreds for the summon rush? Because we need to get a lot. So 120. Let's work that out. So 3. Grab a calculator and do this. Calc. Later. Here we go. I could probably do this in my head, but always risky to do maths. Let me see. We got the right things. 120. 26. Okay, we can do that. We can do 26 voids for this. Very risky to do maths when you're live on video because you will often get it wrong. Yeah, 26. Unfortunately, that takes a big chunk out of our voids. Let me see. We could do 20 voids, and then we could do that. Let me see. So if we took 500, if we said, let's do one. If we did one sacred shard, so that would put us at 2650. Watch me get it wrong now. I'm doing maths in my head. 120. We do 22 voids. That's not too bad. That might be the way to do it. Yeah, like 22 voids or 20, maybe 20. Plus some. And we'll do 22 voids. And we'll do 20 voids. We'll do one sacred, 20 voids, and we'll do a few ancients. How about that? For the progressive chance event. Actually, this was a great shout by you guys. You guys had a great idea. If you're not that keen on any of these, just skip it. Like, nope, I don't want any of them. Oh, I need to clear up some space. Let me clear it up. Hang on. All right, I think that's enough space. But as I was saying, if you don't like any of the progressive chants, just skip them. Because, yeah, honestly, Togron, while I have Supreme Kale, I don't want him. Togron the Conjoined, I mean, he's new. I don't have him, so I wouldn't absolutely hate getting him. But honestly, I rank him not that high in terms of voids. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm not too hyped about him. think I'd rather skip them. So yeah, let's just go in. 20 void shards. Here we go. Let's start off with those. And we will obviously put stuff in for the sacred, etc. Summon 3 champions. That is confirmed. I've also cranked up the volume on my microphone. I'm not sure what happened, but as you guys pointed out, my mic had got a lot quieter, so I've turned it up 5 decibels. Hopefully that makes an impact. Kempton, I already have him. He is a great champion. Oh, I can't click into him or anything. Oh, no, there I can. It was just lagging. That's weird. Kempton is great. You know, he can do some fun stuff with the AoE Hex and putting poisons, and then the mini poison explosion is quite fun. So he's cool. If I only have 1, I might keep 2. I could easily see double a Kempton being a thing for some first city stages. That could totally happen. So probably worth holding on to 2. Throw those in the faction guardians. Let's see. We've got multiple cold hearts. The early game players will be jealous. And that's it. So no legendary anyway. That's fine. This is more about doing the event. Let's do 1 sacred. We will obviously put in the archer. And let's put in Claude because he's the breast. And let's go. Excellent. Oh. No legendary. No archer. We got Hexia. That's fine. Obviously, you know, I'm still holding out hope for pulling Elisania at some point. I really want that Mikage, but I just cannot manage to get her. We're going to put in the archer, and we'll put Claude in here again as well. Let me double check how many points we need. We might do like a 10 pull or something if we need that. I'm just going to grab... I'm going to wait on the energy until Dungeon Divers go. I'm not sure. Actually, I think Dungeon Divers is live. I think we can just grab it. So we need 250 points. Yeah, so we'll do a 10 pull of Ancients. So I need to feed some champions. And here we go. Is this our chance for the archer? Is this the chance? I have 0 hope whatsoever. Hey, you never know. We summoned 25 for the weekly. That's nice. It's all rare so far. It's all... Oh, it's 10. 10 rares. You hate to see it, but we have seen it. 10 rares. Well, that's life, I suppose. And yeah, so Dungeon Divers has popped up. We should be just ever so slightly short. 50 short. I will finish that 50 with some mystery thing. Does a champion training start? Actually, got one other big tip I totally forgot about. So number 1, we can check in here. Just double check. That's champion training. That does begin tomorrow. Grand. So I'll pull some greens over the weekend and finish that off. That is fine. But if we scroll down in the days, we can actually see, here it is, the Heroes Path event. All right, the info's already in Plarium Play, but I mean, it's only sort of in, so we can obviously see, yes, there's fragments. There's an Immortal Soulstone, Ancient Shard, Legendary Skill Tome, Primal Shard up for grabs. In this Heroes Path event, this is the thing. There is going to be a Champion Soul. So it's certainly, and I wasn't expecting, some of you were expecting like Archer in this Heroes Path event. I'm not expecting that. I think that they could easily put her in a Heroes Path event, but I think it would be after the fusion, like right at the end, once they've milked as many shard pulls out of people as possible. I think it'd be right at the end of the Monster Hunter promotion. And I think it'd be very difficult. But there's a champion soul in here, and they don't tell you what soul it is, just it is a champion soul. I suspect this will be eventually updated with the actual champion, but they're not telling us for now. So place your bets. My bet is, I think the most likely is Rathalos Blade Master. He's probably the most likely bet. Again, like they've done, I think, guaranteed soul events for pretty much all the login champions recently. We had one for Artak. We had one for Wukong. I don't know if Rhonda did Rhonda have one. I don't remember Rhonda, but they've done them recently. So, and they've been doing ones for fusions as well. It's typically champions in these Titan events and Heroes Paths that people have. Alatreon, he had one as well in his event. I think a Rathalos Blade Master one is not unlikely. Yeah, it'd be pretty tempting to go for souls for him, at least for the 2-star, certainly, because he'd get all the extra attack and the HP. Honestly, getting him up to 4-star would be pretty nice. The defensive stats plus the attack and crit damage for Hydra is pretty big. He doesn't really need the 5 or 6-star, but yeah, I think he'd do pretty well, and everyone's got him. He's my bet as the most likely champion soul in that event, but I guess we'll see. Let's take a quick gander at Dungeon Divers as well. It's probably going to be rough. Yeah, okay, it's not the worst, but it's the sort of standard level of bad. Again, back in my day, Dungeon Diver points used to be way lower, and it wasn't so bad. Dungeon Divers, you can't believe this now if you're a newer player. Probably sounds crazy, but Dungeon Divers used to be an event that you completed just by completing the dungeon tournaments and overlapping them. It was kind of like, like classic arena tournaments and stuff. I feel for the Fusion nowadays are kind of like, oh, just by playing the game, you complete the classic arena stuff, and it's not much stress. Like, you put a minor bit of focus on it, and like you're gonna grab your points. Kinda no problem at all. Like, I got 200 points in the first day, right? It's just not really that big of a problem. I still have over 2 days left and over halfway there. It's just very straightforward. Dungeon Divers used to be that way. And then somewhere along the lines, they said, well, no, what if you really had to grind a lot for this? So that's where we're at. Yeah, bummer. I mean, and honestly, going a bit further for the Immortal Soul Essence is somewhat tempting, but I probably won't. I tend to do the absolute minimum in Dungeon Divers these days. So look, there you go, guys. Those are my pulls. We got 1 Sacred in, 20 Voids, 10 Ancients, and we are there. I think this is, well, and 50 greens to come. I think it puts us in a good spot where we're 10 fragments ahead from where I had planned to be for the Fusion. You can skip 10 fragments total. That leaves us quite open. There's 15 in Champ Chase, 15 in Hero's Path. We can potentially skip 10 from one of those events, depending on how it lines up. So I'm going to do. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed. Good luck in your pulls. I hope some of you snag an Archer in like your first pull. That would be great for you. And yeah, later.